Hello and welcome. Today is Wednesday, September 21st, and you are here at a C4C Cardano for Climate community meetup. First, let's give a little overview and orientation about C4C Cardano for Climate. Through Catalyst, the platform committed to generating the highest levels of community innovation, individuals from across the world are coming together to address humanity's greatest challenge. Our goal is to support all proposals and projects related to climate change action on Cardano. That's a good one to say again. Our goal is to support all projects and proposals related to climate change action on Cardano, the blockchain that aims to be energy efficient and environmentally sustainable. What began as a challenge has grown into a community. Our goal is for Cardano to make the world better for all people, animals, and the living planet. We are creating an open source collection of resources, experts in various fields, and links to other community groups in Catalyst and Cardano. Maybe that's one of you all here. An expert or a community group. We are a bridge between the off-chain and on-chain communities addressing climate change. We are a place to collaborate with others through our social media platforms, such as Telegram, Discord, YouTube, Meetup, etc. We at our weekly meetings, a place to collaborate with others at our weekly meetings and our monthly events. Together, we will face humanity's greatest challenge and create solutions on the Cardano blockchain. Okay, today you can expect 90 minutes of presentations and breakout rooms and workshops. Here are some of the agenda items. Oh, I will share my screen. We will talk about an appreciation wall on Miroboard. We'll do, we'll recognize the birthday that's going on for C4C this month. We'll also talk about impact lead generation and Ikigai for the C4C with Littlefish. And in the future, we'll talk about things coming up, which is next week, we've got a community council, a special style of meeting, Cardano Summit in November, and a C4C onboarding your impact, which will start on the first week of the next fund 9. I will stop there and open it up. How is everyone feeling with that? Yep, there's some thumbs up. Yoram, how are you feeling?
No, one thing I just happy.
Yep. Oh.
It's just great to see a lot of new names here that I didn't see, so you're all welcome. And first of all, and just feel like home. If you have questions, if you want to say something, just do it. We had previous today call with Daniel and Robert, which are kind of coming on board, so might present their project in a couple of weeks from Pennsylvania. A lot of social impact there. Relationship to Sean also. So yeah, feel like this is your space also to be open.
Exactly. That is exactly the sentiment that we hope to convey, that this is a home for your for you. Oh, a shareable link for slides. Yes. That is a good. Let's see if this works. There we go. See if that goes. Let me know if that works.
It didn't.
Yeah, that works great. Thank you.
Perfect.
Hello.
Perfect. All right, let's go through some of these slides. My intention is to quickly go through the slides. Nori, you might want to talk about the appreciation wall. Let's see, Cole or Yoram, if you can talk about the impact lead generation. Chakhan, if you can talk a little bit, just to introduce the breakout room like we did last week. And then those future things, maybe Nori again to the community council, and we can all talk about the summit, and I can talk a little bit about the impact event coming up. All right, let's go through some of these slides. Okay. Okay, there's our, this is sort of our welcome to the experiment. I love the goal of Catalyst to provide a safe and lively environment for you specifically, listening to my voice right now, to explore the highest potential of human collaboration. That is humanity's greatest challenge. Now, I found this slide in some of our old C4C work, and we sort of changed it around, and this was from like November of last year. This is kind of birthday celebration. If feeling powerless, want to shout and scream, and I added cry and sleep, and that's kind of to the climate crisis. But then here's this: you have an idea and wonder where to go. You have a home in C4C, are working on a solution and need help. You have a home in C4C. That our goal is to make Cardano's mission statement become making the world work better for all people, animals, and the living planet. I've been birthday celebrating. Here's more slides. Okay, so in the past, last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the SDGs to celebrate a partnership with Cardano Cube, and strengthening that relationship with a valuable resource for the Cardano community. We're talking about documentation inside of our organization and accounting and the appreciation wall. And it is our birthday, which is a great spot to do appreciation. Let's see. Events coming up. Feedback. Oh, next event. I'm sliding through because I want to get to the present and talking about what is coming up. We just finished the voting. I hope everyone voted well. I'm feeling good about that. And we expect results at the end of the month and rewards to come out not too far after that. But the rest and reflect and the cool down is coming. Oh, this is the guy. I want to talk about. Hey, Nori, will you tell us about the? Appreciation board? Oh, on mute.
Yeah. Let me share a link to that. So we started a Miro board here, which we will bring up every Wednesday community meeting. And it's really a place for us to show appreciation to each other. If you can share that screen, maybe
I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
get a visual for that. But basically, there's a C4C community wall of appreciation. There are currently 2 cards in there, and then we just have a few cards off to the side to use as templates. So you can click one of those, duplicate it, and then drop your message in. But yeah, so we just want to have a place where you can just share things with the community that you found meaningful, impactful. You just want to give a shout out and thank people for. So the 2 cards there right now, I put one just to say happy birthday. And then looks like Newman added one recently on Monday and said, thank you, Nori, Yoram, Cole, and Daniel for a great conversation and focused discussion around C4C events today. So yeah, this is just a place where we can just appreciate each other, leave small notes, and yeah, use it as a tool just to celebrate community. Since it's our birthday, we thought it'd be a great way to just call people out, or groups or actions or things that you just see that you just really appreciate in the community, so people know that they're seen and appreciated. So yeah, please make use of it. And in fact, maybe we can just take a minute or 2 now for everybody to jump in and add something if there's something that they would like to call out.
I love it. Let's do it. It is while you're thinking, I'll vamp for a minute just so that you can listen to the dulcet tones of my voice. while you consider what you appreciate. I think it's a valuable exercise to just be in the zone of appreciation, especially around climate change when there's, environmental disasters going on, and really showing the sort of cracks in our society, cracks in our relationships. But there's always something to fracture. There's always a thing there, and we can appreciate it. That mindset really does make a difference. And if we can help you to get into appreciation, then we really are we can make a difference. To sort of feel that and then have a place for it to go. It's just like, I feel appreciation all the time. So this little mirror board and this initiative in the C4C. Okay, so that's about a minute. So wrapping up. One thing, if you have initiatives, if you have an idea like this is the place. This is your home. This is the place that you can build together. I know that we're all experts and we all have something incredible to share. Speaking of sharing and being quick, I really want to, in 15 minutes, I want to be through presentations. And I'm hoping that Yoram and Cole will talk about impact lead generation next. But in the meantime, I want Chakhan or someone from Littlefish to introduce the, if they'd be willing to introduce the workshop. And if you've got co-host stuff. What do you think? What do you think, Chakhan? You ready?
Yeah, I got this.
Nice.
Okay, so let me do a little introduction about what we're doing. At Littlefish Foundation, we are trying to solve problems that affect all of us in these decentralized communities. And one of these problems that we've been focusing on solving was onboarding to these communities and finding roles and responsibilities that each of us can find easily so that we can contribute to these things that we care about, like C4C. If we're impact-driven people, we want to help C4C promote these impact projects, but don't really know how. We want to solve that problem. So in today's workshop, we're going to be brainstorming about roles and responsibilities that exist within C4C and putting those on a mirror board. So I'm gonna show my screen really quickly.
Yeah.
And show you what that looks like. So this is the third workshop that we're running with C4C, and we have gone through a few. This was the first initial brainstorm. We got our feet wet with this one, and then last week we got some real good work done, where we started from talking about the working teams and the proposals within C4C, and then jumping into what roles exist, what responsibilities exist within C4C. And then today, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of try to match those all up, and we're going to go through a step-by-step process here. What we're going to do is we're going to copy the roles and responsibilities that we already made up last week. And then we're going to ask ourselves, seriously, what does a master of ceremony do? And then really refine what we worked on. And then we're going to put it into Doneland, where it's done. then it'll just be easy copy paste over. Hopefully we can get through most of this. I'll explain much more in detail in the workshop, but I don't want to keep more of your time. But I do want to show this, like this is what it looks like at the end. This is Ikigai. Ikigai is a four-circle process, the way we have it. You just do this for C4C, and then immediately you know how you can contribute to C4C and how you can be helpful to C4C, because it shows you exactly what is needed.
I love it. Thank you. That's great. That's great. We will make a breakout room. And here's my thought for the breakout rooms is really to sort of move around. I think we'll have a breakout room for the impact lead generation, and then we'll stay in this main room. And I would love it if people, like moved around and sort of really thought about it as a big open room where you can go around to the different groups. I'm hoping that Yoram and Cole might talk about the impact lead generation. One of the things that we need and is our sort of next phase in Project Catalyst, is onboarding outreach to the wider impact community, people that are doing environmental, social, and economic justice programs out there, and we can bring them in and sort of show them the benefits of Cardano, Project Catalyst, etc., and be a connector. Yoram, Cole, are you ready to?
Yeah, Cole is not here, so I will take it.
Okay,
yeah, and then I will have a presentation of the session itself. But although I want to be in the little bit session as well. I mean, it's an excellent one,
yeah.
and very recommended. Amazing process and work, Chakhan. So if you are a connector, okay, by nature, and there's a lot of people that like to connect, or if you have some impact projects that are not yet on the blockchain, we are basically got funded to build a model of how the community can create leads and onboard projects to the blockchain and get remunerated for that, right? And it's really cool model. You know, today we connect a lot of people anyway, but we kind of want to build a model where you bring relevant leads on board, you have a call with them, then we support you on the process, then we're able to get some kind of an agreement with them, and basically you get remunerated from that. So 200 ADA to bring a lead, and up to 1,000 ADA to actually help to reach an agreement. So if you want to learn more about it, it's great. And again, it comes with our objective to onboard as many impact-driven companies and projects into the ecosystem. Yeah, so it all comes together. And it's kind of a joint program supported by Cardano4Climate and sustainable ADA.
Excellent,
yeah.
excellent. Thank you, Yoram. We will have a breakout room, so I know that there's probably a ton of questions. This is if you do this work, if you are in the community, you will find people that someone will ask you, why Cardano, why Project Catalyst? This is a great way, for me, from my experience, it's a great way to give you the steps and the support you need in order to make an outreach, to make a connection that's effective, profitable, generative. So I'm.
And again, yeah, this and it's a model we are trying to build. I mean, that then can be applied, you know, outside of this financing. Imagine we can offer it as service to IOG, for example, right? Hey, we can use the community to generate certain leads for you, right? And we find a remuneration model. So we're trying to build really a model around that, and yeah, and I think it's great fun.
That's great. Okay. You know, then that sort of leads us into the next monthly event or periodic event that we do, on-chain your impact. This is outreach to the wider community, and it's going to start on the first week of Fund 10. If you want to help plan and coordinate this, then you can drop by our Telegram and our Monday meetings. I'm putting this in the chat now. All right, over here, so these events are a lot of fun. Tons of people come. Now, let's talk about collaborations. So we've got Littlefish here to help us with Ikigai. I do want to celebrate Daniel and Cardano Q creating an SDG and impact category in Cardano Q. Both incredible projects in our community. The Community Council, have we talked about the Community Council? I don't think we have. Let's, do we pause for a moment? Yeah.
Sure. Here is a document for the Community Council. And we'll be doing this next week at this meeting. And it's really an experiment to create a new system. It's actually an ancient system, to reintroduce an ancient system of council to this community as a mechanism for us to share and create a safe space to have just meaningful conversation, and it's not like a back and forth conversation. The way council works is there's a virtual speaking stick or stone or something, and it gets passed around the circle. And when you hold this object, and we'll do it virtually, you have the opportunity to speak. And there are basically 4 intentions of council. One is to speak from the heart. So calling upon your courage and your honesty and just speaking what's arising for you at the moment. And then when you're not holding the stone and speaking, you're listening from the heart. So when we enter council, we like remind people to turn off Discord, Telegram, social media, mute your phone, and be totally present to bear witness to what people are saying and bringing into the circle. The third intention is being lean of expression, which means that there's a lot of people here. A lot of people may have things to say. So say what you need to say, but no more. Don't take up space to take up space. So being lean of expression means to state your case, your thoughts, your feelings as simply and succinctly as possible. And then give way to other people and then fall back into that listening space. The fourth is spontaneity. One of the goals is to listen deeply. So as the stone goes around, one of the practices is not to think about what you're going to say when you get the stone, and plan for that. It's to really be there and listen. And then as soon as you receive the talking stone, whatever's coming up for you that moment is what gets shared out. And then, of course, on top of the 4 intentions, we add a 5th, which is confidentiality. So what is spoken of in the circle stays in the circle unless the other person invites you to bring it up again or gives you permission to mention it outside. And so those are the basic mechanisms. And we're going to kick this off next week. So we'll probably do a little bit of a slide deck introduction, do what we're doing today, do the appreciation wall, and then we will all gather for the circle. And because there's so many people here, we'll probably do it in either the spiral or the fishbowl method, just so that there can be a core group of people doing circle and then a community around them bearing witness. So those are the basic highlights.
That's wonderful. I'm really looking forward to do that. I think that in the virtual space, it can be a little, yeah, that like this will bring us something new in a virtual meeting. So I'm really looking forward to that. Moving on, we're talking about birthday celebrations, and this this form for like creating a small video about like why you were here in C4C and how you found it and etc. Our goal is to create a compilation video. So I'm going to share the form here, and actually I'll share the screen really quick and show you what the form looks like. It looks like this one is filled out, but this is just a Google form. And let's see, what else do we want?
Are we extending the deadline? It says 15th.
Oh, it does say the 15th. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're definitely extending the deadline until next week.
Okay.
The next thing to talk about is the Impact Tribe in the Cardano Summit. Actually, there's all kinds of new things about the Cardano Summit that are coming up. Does anyone have just a few brief moments to talk about the Cardano Summit? I know that there's local events that are happening, and then there's something about nominating. Maybe Afia, is that you had shared that if she's about? But we want to have something. We want to have some. You know, we're focused on
a little bit of what we're planning.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll go ahead, Afia.
Yeah, there's this form. Actually, initially we're supposed to fill forms to host, and Wada is proud to say that we are hosting in all our hubs in Africa. We've been nominated to host it in all our hubs in Africa. And my hub in Ghana, we are hosting it at 3 different places. So it's a delight to see. But then there's this other form that you need to nominate either an organization or a person for an award. So I was wondering whether we can nominate C4C or somebody in C4C for an award. I posted it, maybe I have to post it in the chat, but I posted it in, okay, somebody has already posted it. I posted it in the Telegram group, and I was asking whether we can nominate C4C for an award. There are different categories. When you open it, you see that there are different categories. So which category you want to nominate, either the person or the group. And I was thinking that C4C community has done a lot for the Cardano community, so we could nominate C4C for an award.
I love it. I love it. That's really, really awesome.
Yeah, and definitely go to the nomination form and take a look, because there's a lot of different categories for the most impactful SPO, blockchain for good, NFT project, developer tools, etc. And yeah, it'll be great to get the community to participate. You can also nominate speakers. So if you think somebody would be a great speaker at the summit, there's a form to nominate that. I shared a Miro board in chat. So we're also planning a community-led Cardano Summit event that's going to happen virtually. And what we are kind of envisioning right now, but we're open to feedback and other ideas, is to create a 48-hour global stage where every hour a new time zone comes online, and people from that community and that time zone nominate and bring up impact, social, sustainable, environmental impact projects to have the stage to present what they're doing and what they're about, and really have things happening in different languages. So we'll have breakout rooms in different languages, and we'll just sweep around the globe. So anytime you tune in, there should be something happening on the world stage here that we put together in the impact space. So you can drop in, hear about proposals, talk to people, ask questions. And yeah, so if you're interested in participating, there's a little area at the top of this board. Please drop your name in Discord, and we'll definitely get you into the spaces to talk about this. If you have ideas, feel free to use this board to throw things up. What we'd love to see is all the different town halls and community hubs around the world jumping in to help. But I also know they're also really busy with local events too. There's probably 40 plus local events happening, but this is really to create a virtual space for people who can't travel, who feel more comfortable online, and just to have this stage that the vision is the sun never sets on the social impact space for two days. We just have a rolling set of speakers around the globe as we go around. But yeah, if you're an ambassador, community hub leader, local organizer, yeah, please get in touch, because we'd love to get your country, your language, your community online and onto the stage.
Excellent. Moving along, let's talk about, because I do want to wrap up. If you do have anything you want to get on the recording, work up your courage and pipe in. I do want to mention, while that is happening, that we do have a bounty of gimbal tokens. I'm going to put it in the chat for the gig or the job for today's meeting. And I want to sort of extend the offer for you to get involved, to either give or get help, or to make an initiative, be a part of any of the things that you've heard today. While I've got it up on the screen, here's sort of an overview of how you can get further involved with the C4C. Monday is an events and admin meeting. Tuesdays is a working team strategy and vision meeting. Wednesdays is this meetup. It's a public showcase where we sort of invite everyone in, and not to say that the other ones aren't open to the public. And then Thursday, no meetings. And then Friday, tokenomics and accounting, where we work with this new sort of blockchain and token work with the gimbal token specifically. And with that, I think we want to do the breakout rooms. And I know we want to do the Ikigai breakout room. I'm hoping that we turn off the recording and just have general topics and open for discussion. I think that the recording goes off It's more helpful. It's kind of like alcohol in a normal event where just people get a little more fluid and socially. Okay, yep, and then we'll start up the Ikigai workshop and we'll do the recording there. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add to the recording before we finish up?
Yes. We have one final project underway. We've got so many things going this month. Here's a Miro board to the C4C website project, which is part of our documentation initiative. So we want to resurrect our Cardano4Climate.com and make it a functional website where we capture things like our information center and have all the information about the stuff we do, our vision, mission, things like that. But also places where we describe our work and our processes and how Discord and D-work and all of that works. A good example of what we're aiming for is Littlefish has what they call the Vault, which they're creating their own little digital garden. We're going to do the same thing, but I think we're going to use our WordPress website. So if you're familiar with WordPress and want to help us with this project, please add your name to the collaboration crew box and we'll be in touch, because this is, we want whoever is good at website design, information architecture, even if you want to be an editor and have a blog. I would love to see like Newman's weekly C4C update or whatever it is as a blog entry. So we can start doing things like that to make our website much more functional and a destination site. So this is our initiative to kick it off and start talking about how we're going to lay it out and how we're going to keep things up to date and things like that. So
I'm a big fan. If we're going back to that that mission and vision, like there is just a ton of information, like all the people here that are experts or have projects, or it's basically about a relationship, about giving and getting help. Yeah, that's a wonderful initiative. And it's really, I like the idea of initiative and building a project, and then you know, people can attach themselves to it and lend good effort, shoulder to shoulder effort towards building a better world for everyone in the living planet.
Mm-hmm. And we are tying this to our community collaboration standards funded proposal. So we do have some funds available to incentivize people to participate here and help us create these standards. So stay tuned for bounties and things like that coming up in this space. And if you want to help drive this and join the crew working on it, just put your name up or let us know through our channels and we'll make sure you're invited.
All right, and if you want to talk about those crew roles, the Ikigai workshop might be for you. With that being said, I'm going to turn off the recording. We'll continue our discussion here in the main room, and then we'll pick the recording back up in the Ikigai workshop. All right, bye YouTube.